You can support this channel by checking out the awesome deals on wrestling gear in the links of the description of this video. Thank you for the support. Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Fair Fight Wrestling Podcast. My name is Theron, and this is our poll on a poll. And you may wonder, how do I get involved in the poll on a poll? Well, number one, head on over to Twitter at Fair Fight Audio every Monday night or Tuesday night on Raw or Smackdown using the hashtags Raw and SD Live. You will see our polls that we post every week, and then head on over to this channel and hit subscribe so that you don't miss any of the topics that we chat about on a weekly basis. This week we are talking about who should face John Cena at SummerSlam, and we are going to dive right into it. Your four choices were Samoa Joe, Jinder Mahal, Braun Strowman, or Finn Balor, and the results were very interesting. Now, remember, John Cena is a free agent. I removed Roman Reigns from the equation simply because, even though I thought he'd be a great choice for a SummerSlam opponent, Roman had kind of made it clear that he was going to be facing the Universal Champion at SummerSlam, even though some of the dirt sheet stuff that's come out has actually said that that's not the plan. We're going to end up having maybe a mix-up there with the Universal Championship, but I went ahead and kept it with your choices for Cena being Samoa Joe, Jinder Mahal, Braun Strowman, and Finn Balor. 0% of the voters went for Samoa Joe or Jinder Mahal, and then 33% went with Braun Strowman, and the winning guy for this poll was Finn Balor at 67%. Now, I do want to run down all of these options just for conversation's sake, because I think Samoa Joe needs to happen sometime this year, especially with John Cena being a free agent. I think John Cena versus Samoa Joe just is a story that tells itself. You have two, I'm not going to say parallel careers, obviously, because, you know, Samoa Joe not necessarily up to the star-studded level of Cena, but I think we can all agree that that will be a blockbuster match that really could highlight even WrestleMania. John Cena versus Jinder Mahal, I think we all know this is going to happen. I don't necessarily think that... Two problems. Number one, say you throw John Cena at Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. Does he win the championship? Does he break Ric Flair's record, like just only 6 months after tying it, and then at SummerSlam? Is that a big enough stage compared to what we all assume is going to happen at WrestleMania, where John Cena breaks that record? So, although I think it's going to be a great rivalry, you know, for the same reason that Rusev versus John Cena is a good rivalry, I think that Cena versus Mahal will be good, but I think we'll do even more for Jinder if he came out on top in that match. The third option, Braun Strowman. I'm just waiting and patiently waiting for John Cena versus Braun Strowman. This is something that's going to elevate Braun Strowman significantly. I can't picture them letting Braun defeat Cena clean, but man, that's a story that really tells itself. I mean, that's something where it goes back to the John Cena versus Big Show days, except so much more, in my opinion, only because of Braun Strowman's physique and his presence. You know, Big Show is always the big guy, the big giant, but there's a difference between a giant and a monster, right? I think there's a big distinction there, and that's something that could really play into the story between the two of them. And I think no matter what the outcome in that kind of a match, I think it's definitely going to elevate Braun Strowman even more so than he already is. And then the winning competitor, the winning superstar of this poll, Finn Balor, again getting 67% of your votes. So guys, I 100% agree with you. I think a Finn Balor versus John Cena match would be phenomenal. In fact, tune in next week where we're actually going to be doing a new campaign, a new show on this channel called Fantasy Booking, where I'm going to be talking about faces versus faces, and that is actually the highlighted match of that podcast is John Cena versus Finn Balor. I know they're not big on faces versus faces unless you put them on a stage like SummerSlam or WrestleMania, but oh my goodness, the match quality would rival that of Cena versus AJ, or Nakamura versus AJ, or even Okada versus Omega. I think with enough time and enough planning going into that, you talk about Cena's run in the WWE, you talk about that parallel career with Finn Balor running through Japan, and they finally meet up, and you have these two dominant guys. I think it really could be a WrestleMania quality match, and it's something that I would be very excited to see. But what I'm also excited to see and hear are your opinions. So please leave a comment down below. Want to know what you guys think. Maybe there's other matches that you would rather see John Cena rather be in, and the guys you'd rather see him face at SummerSlam or WrestleMania or whenever. So please throw those comments down below. Those thumbs up always help us out. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Follow us at Fair Fight Audio on Twitter. Thanks again so much. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.